Kind of weird not to have a little banner there, though. Untraditional. What was I up to last time? I went to Sugary Slope to save my game, because that was important to me. And now we're back into the foresty area. Now, I had an idea about something I didn't check in Pipe Dream. Had an idea. I'm not certain it was correct, but I had an idea. I wasn't certain I had tested both of these pipes. I think I might have gotten enamored with the specific square. No, nothing there. Nope, nothing there. Huh. Guess I did test both those pipes. One more try, just to be sure. Really thought that maybe one of them would be a fruitful pipe, but I guess not. Maybe there's some sort of trick going on. I still think there probably is an exit here that I'm not seeing, but whatever, we'll have to figure that out later. On most of the other secret exits, but I think there must be a secret exit here. Whatever, let's move along. There's plenty more level. If I'm missing something, I'm missing it, and I'll come back to it later. Chuck Calamity. Calamitous Chucks. There's probably a correct order here. A much more reasonable order than what I did. Bonk. See, the thing is, if you destroy all the things, then you're set. It's the kind of spot where you might have hidden a 1-up on top of that block, though. Maybe I should have double-checked. Wait. Yep. Probably important to come up here first. Hello. What's in here? A bonus of some sort. You can't even go back. Intriguing. A mildly different kind of bonus. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to bonk the turtle, but can't have it all. Ow. You know what? That would have been really well done if I had actually pulled it off. Bad on me for not jumping on the turtle properly, unfortunately. Okay, well that's interesting. I'm gonna have to walk all the way. I'm in a different part of the level. This is a single exit level, right? So I get the feeling what probably happened is I got about halfway forward in the level when I probably didn't want to be. Which isn't terribly surprising. Guess whatever, we'll just keep walking forward. I don't think I'm seeing any dragon coins. That probably is an indication this isn't actually... That's... Like, it strikes me as much more likely this is a secret exit than it is a regular exit. Or I'll just keep going through random pipes and weird things will happen. That's a midway. Maybe this level is just really long. Guess I'll take the midway and die just to check the midway. And there's the dragon coin. So I wonder if I could have kept going. Secret shortcut. Indeed. Thank you for the good luck, Louie. How you doing? Oh. Just responded. I probably should have been faster on the uptake. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. 1 AM is kind of rough. Not because of, like, I don't like being awake at 1 AM, but, like, I feel like Dark Souls is a game where I'm gonna want more than, like, 3 hours at a time to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do. But I'm having fun with this hack. Oh. Nuts. Played it a long time ago for chat hacks. Just a little bit. But it's been a very long time. No worries? Alright. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to play that. Because, like, Dark Souls is a tricky game at best of times. It's a very high requirement game. You need to understand what you're doing. There's, like, boss dodging. I honestly don't know that much about Dark Souls. I just know that it is a very well-regarded game in terms of its difficulty curve. Probably should know more. Managed to not hit the exact 2 blocks I needed to hit. Making it worse. Okay. Have to know. That's death. No worries. In the case of weekends, you could start a lot earlier. Pretty free then. Okay, that would work a little bit better. Like, I might be able to, like I said, vaguely after ROM hack races, so, like, I don't know, 6 or 7. How you doing, McKemblem? Forgot to ask how your, Oh, wait. But, yeah, like, starting a little bit later would be useful. Ah, nope. Or earlier for me would be useful, just because then I would have time to be able to, like, give it proper due. Like, it's the kind of game where I kind of feel like 6-hour, 5-hour sessions is the right way to go. Like, unlike Shadow Man, where, like, the 3-hour sessions, 4-hour sessions kind of worked because it was Metroidvania, there was a lot to explore, and there wasn't a lot to learn, as it turned out. Just being able to spend that time and focusing might be useful. It is a Luigi kind of day, it's true. Okay, so what the hell happened in this level? Let's go back and do it properly. We already checked the midway. We have Luigi, so now it's all better. Ran into some problems when using my my tools on this game because there's 2 patches in the zip, and I'm not certain if the other one was moderated, so at the end, after I beat the game, I'm probably going to come back and beat a few things as Luigi, because Luigi has different physics, just to make sure things are working properly. I don't think it's a complete and thorough moderation as I might want, but the Luigi physics are not pleasant to me. So I don't know if I want to do that in its entirety. And in fact, last time I just kind of pieced out on the Luigi physics and went back to Mario pretty quick thereafter. It's very slippery. It's a much more challenging way to play this hack if someone is so inclined. But I'm not certain I'm so inclined. But yeah, I'll get back to you, Louie, and we'll figure something out. I sent you a message, and I have not looked at your reply on Discord. I just saw I had 2 replies on Discord, like, right after I started streaming, and the other one's Fistbit complaining about something. So. That really quick. Okay. That works. I understand now. Surprisingly short level if you don't actually go after the dragon coins and or... Oh, I ran into the spawning football. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm just kind of impressed. It's kind of like bull-truing a monster, an enemy in this game where you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with the fireball. And the fireball spawns right after you actually get hit by the monster. Just how it be. Okay, oh, never mind. There's just a football man past this point. There's nothing here. Wish I'd checked earlier. There we go. I don't want to click the midway because it'd make getting the dragon coins harder in the event that I screw this up. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Mostly. You know, I never went down the pit. Yeah, pit's fine. And that was executed basically perfectly. And I'll get over here. My other dragon coin. And that checks. 5 dragon coins. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, man. I'd like to say I was really busy today, but I really wasn't. Like, all I really accomplished today was doing my laundry. Went on a nice walk, I guess. I made some progress in my book. My sister gave me a book for... not quite Christmas, but basically like the day or 2 before Christmas. Apparently it's like a Swedish or Finnish tradition, Jugabugaflod, where you give books to people so they can, you know, read them and not be social on Christmas. But I hadn't really made much progress in the book she gave me until recently. It's The Alloy of Law. It's a Brandon Sanderson book, and it's a lot better than the prior Brandon Sanderson book I read. I didn't care much for... what was it? Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, but I think I was very firmly out of the demographic for that particular book. And she read the book and also didn't care much for it, so I guess I can kind of be okay on that front. It was a pretty decent way to spend it. Like, I'm not complaining. Got some of the video stuff done that I needed to get done, like Shadow Man. I did all the editing for those, and I also decided to just get the Dark Forces ones out of the way while I was at it. So I also need to sit down and get, like, titles and stuff, and the screen, or what's the word I'm looking for? Thumbnails done, but I don't really put much work into thumbnails. I just kind of go through the video until I find one I think is kind of funny. So, descriptions, chapters, those sorts of things. I don't know why I insist so much on chapters, though. Yeah, that was a bad way to play that. Went on a walk today, very rainy, your pants got soaked, it was still nice. Yeah. Oh, in fact, I was about to go on a walk around, probably 4 or 5-ish, right around when ROM Hack races started, and then it was a downpour. And so I delayed my walk until after ROM Hack races, around like 6 or 7, I forget when. I had some wings. They're pretty good wings. I guess that's another thing I accomplished. I ate dinner. I guess I also played some pinball. Not a whole lot. Wasn't doing too well on my usual machines, and so I decided just like, I'm just gonna piece off of this. I found a secret dragon coin. Okay, and so there wasn't anything past that point. Alright, up. Oh, there's gotta be something up here. Guess not. Don't like those. Find them very off-putting somehow. Okay, actually, you know what? I want to see. That's weird. Okay. Okay, Alloy has been kind of fun. It's basically a Western. A fantasy Western, but a Western nonetheless. So it's fairly straightforward in its execution. I guess that's kind of the thing with Brandon Sanderson. It's like, you're not going to expect, like, absolute brilliance, but you'll get competence. Which I'm not going to complain about at this point in time. Alright. Well, I got the key. Do that. I guess there must have been a better way to use this. Got all the dragon coins. I'm kind of feeling okay about my risky endeavor here. Probably should have just gone for the exit in retrospect. Mistakes may have been made. One sec. Oh. But anyway. Been that kind of a day. Just didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. Got some things done, got some things that I probably should... There's probably other things I should have gotten done more. But it is what it is. Still not sure what to do with that key, though. I'm weirded out by the key. That was stupid. It was very silly. Oh, I should get that, because that's... Yeah, I'm just kind of absent-mindedly thinking about the key at this point, which is not ideal. Like, what do I actually want to do with that? Where is the friggin' keyhole? It's an important question. And what is up with the fact that it let me fly backwards in that level? Very strange use of a sub-level. A little bit of slowdown, but not enough for me to care. You know what, actually? If I were going to hide something... There we go. Took me a minute. But I found it. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the orange switch first. This looks familiar. And odd. What do I want to use this P-switch for? Oh, oops. That's what I want to use the P-switch for. Alright, you know, unique spin on an old classic. I'll take it. Check the pipe left. It's never the pipe left. There we go. The power of the switch you have pushed will turn this into that. Your progress will also be saved. Cool. One more down. Yeah, the one question I have about the alloy of law is there's a term in there that I'm still not entirely convinced is written one way and pronounced another. It's an audiobook, right? So you're never quite sure sometimes about pronunciation. But part of like the whole magic system of this particular novel, they call it allomancy, or at least one of the two types. There's two types. Allomancy is one. I forget what the other one's called. But they keep saying, and then he used his metal mind. Now the question I have is that a metal mind or a metal mine? Because quite literally, run into this dude who apparently has like 30 of them on him. And it definitely sounds more like it could be mine and not mind, but I'm not sure. Of course, the point of having 30 on him is he's like a very rare type of just mutant, for lack of a better term. It's the same sort of principle. And he can consume gold to not die, effectively. But that's... Oh, thank you for the follow. He can consume gold to not die, which is weird. But, you know, costly, because gold. Enjoy your fish. Back to steep Scorpia. But yeah, it's definitely a series. I don't think I'm going to bother with the later ones. I'm kind of tempted to kind of go into a different direction. Maybe I'm kind of tired of fantasy. I don't know. I did also finish my other book, Magok, The Valley of Rubies, which ended on a bit of an anticlimax. There was supposed to be like a weird conspiracy theory involving this dude who stole a bunch of rubies, but instead of like there being any serious resolution of it, it simply states, oh yeah, and then this guy tells us a story, but we don't actually hear the ending, because the plane was too loud. Which is a huge anticlimax. But it's also, you know, an actual non-fiction book. And sometimes real life is disappointing that way. It is, of course, what it is. Orange get, indeed. Go for an orange. I haven't had an orange in a while. When I was in California, I was actually close to the, like, best orange grove of all time. It's a orange grove where my grandparents would get these most delicious tangerines. Satsumas. Proper Satsumas. And oh god, if they'd been in season, we would have stopped by, because we were just, like, within the neighborhood. Like, whenever I get a chance, those are just the best. The absolute sweetest, most delicious friggin' oranges I've ever had. All other oranges are disappointing now. Like, it literally ruined oranges for me. But I'm still happy about it. It's that kind of thing. It's weird. It's weird how that kind of works. It's one of those secrets I wouldn't even mind sharing on stream if I actually had their card. Because they're so good, and, you know, they could use business. They could use the business. Mistakes remain. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to read next. Probably should come up with something better than what I've been reading lately. Admittedly, I was very happy to delete the book in question, because I had to get it in PDF form, and that's kind of lousy on my phone. I don't have enough free space to really hold more than a couple books, if they're going to be 50 megabytes each. In retrospect, I should have sprung for the 32 megabyte version of the iPhone that I have, but not a problem I can fix now. which of these is a weird secret route and which is the normal one? Alright, well this goes to a pipe. The other one goes to a pipe. I'm going to go through both pipes. Just how it be. Okay. I don't know it goes to another pipe, but I'm fairly certain it goes to another pipe? Ah, I see. Oh, not only pick a pipe, but pick a direction. Oh, it's one of these levels. Okay, all right. Fine, game. I know what you wanted me to do. It's one of those things that definitely wouldn't bug me when I'm playing a hack for enjoyment, but when moderating, having to deal with multiple paths is often terrible. Just doubles the amount of time involved. Make sure that nothing's busted on each one. But it looks like this is a fairly straightforward set of paths. Or the game will crash. Or the game will restart. You know, one or the other. This hack needs a reset. Yeah. You know what? It's not gonna be bad for me, honestly, because it takes me all of a minute to beat this. How you doing, Steven? How was the birthday thing? I meant to ask. I think yesterday, but I completely spaced on it. Doing okay? Excellent. I tried to tune in at one point, but then the stream froze. But you'd also been going for 9 hours, so I thought you might have been done. Exhausting? Yeah. Not surprising, since I think you... Like I said, I tried to tune in and you had already been going for 9 hours. Finished up after 13. Oh, I probably should have tried reloading the stream then. Did it make a big difference playing the proper-sized StarCraft as opposed to normal StarCraft? One of those things I'd actually like to see is like professionals playing really wacky maps and game modes. Made a huge difference? Okay. I actually do miss professional StarCraft and what it used to be back in the day. Like, I used to watch Pro League, and I still think Pro League was one of the better formats of, like, any esport. Back in the, like, Boxer era of SKT1. But I haven't watched in a long time. Appreciate glass more and hate capital ships. Fair. Fair. Especially the mothership that legitimately was half the size of the map. I could see that being irritating for some reason. Oh, man. One of those things that I, say I really would love to do and then I'm never going to get around to is playing some of the old Command & Conquer games and seeing if they still hold up. And, of course, I want to also enjoy the ridiculous FMV. Which also reminds me, I need to figure out how to contact Dick Feynman. Turns out, he's not in my Discord. On the various Discords I guessed he might be in, he is not. So I need to figure out how to contact him. Because once I'm done with Final Fantasy II, which I suspect I will be come Wednesday, the next things in the list are Dark Forces and Darkseid 1 or 2. And I'm leaning towards 2. For the simple reason of it runs on Windows and not DOS, and that makes my life a lot easier. It's also an FMV game, and I like FMV games more. Oh, hey. I missed that last time. Glad I had to go back and check. Kind of a classic style. And I guess I would have died if I'd gone down there. What's up, Bunny Link? Science vessels are ridiculous. Made targeting carriers / void rays impossible. I believe that. So. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to contact Dick Feynman. That's on my list of, like, weird things to figure out. Because, like, I don't necessarily want to install both games and see which one works better. But that might be my option. And it's not a bad idea, I guess. I finally went and got a thumb drive of appropriate size so I can plug that into the machine. I went and did the math. It turns out that even with USB 1, it's still faster than the 40x CD-ROM drive. So, it won't be a bad thing. Yep, that sure is a path I took. Okay, cool. They're not missing out on anything over here, really, because I did the other ones earlier. I was about to see what was up this path. Would you believe me? You told me that a science vessel is bigger than a battleship? No? No, I would firmly believe the opposite. Based on prior StarCraft experience, but my knowledge about the sizes is more related to the, you know, initial version of StarCraft rather than StarCraft 2. Like, science vessels are like 4 tiles, and battleships are like, what, 18 or something? 20 tiles wide? 20 tiles big, I suppose. We're talking about, like, total surface area would be my guess. But I could see it being quite big. I didn't find the other dragon coin, and I'm not happy about that. Oh, I bet it was down... It was down one of the paths I didn't take. Okay, was there a midway? There was, and I tested it. Okay, really quick, we'll go back. Do like the number of saves. According to real scale, science vessels are the same width, thrice the height, and about 75% of the length. Oh, I guess height didn't really exist in the first StarCraft, in the grand scheme of things. Would be my best response to all of that. Because, you know, it was an isometric sprite tile game. But I'm surprised, yeah, I legitimately thought it'd be a lot smaller. Okay, that's dead. Thank you, game. Thank you, controller. Height doesn't matter much in the grand scale of things. Also fair. That could have gone better. No, it's more in just, like, in terms of how I think about those things, and I also don't think about it too often. I suppose. He's got the pink switch. We don't talk about the pink switch. Oh, wait, nope. Wrong spot. Yeah, I also found the most ridiculous category on Moby Games, okay? So Moby Games is this great internet database of video game data, which often has really useful information such as system requirements, dates of release, credits, like all these things you'd really want out of a video game database, and I'm a huge fan of it. But they've recently added, like, categories, just sort of vague categories for games that are more, like, user-entered than industry standard, or even, like, pretty much normal person standard. And I was looking at Darkseed, and I noticed one of the categories was protagonist mullet. For games where the protagonist has a mullet. And I just had to stop for a moment and think about this, because how often do you play a game where you're like, man, that protagonist sure had a mullet. But someone out there cared enough to make this category and populate it. So I may or may not have tried to add a specific other... Oh, that's what happened. So I skip past that if I go this way. Nuts. Okay, that explains that. It might... Maybe there's a 4th dragon coin over there that I'm not seeing, because, like, there's no extra dragon coin here. I think there's one here. So it's either in the pick-a-pipes, or pick-a-drop section. Or I don't know where it is. Mallet or a mullet? Mullet. M-U-L-L-E-T. The hairstyle of 80s protagonists, 80s movies protagonists. Frequently, at least. Oh, right, it was over here. I said as I dropped down and missed my chance to get it. Okay, I think if there's a cape... Nope, there's not. How much do I care? I've collected... Yeah, I can't get up there from here. That's a mullet? Yes. Business in the front, party in the back. I'm gonna cheat for a sec to make my life easier. Just because I don't want to have to go beat this level again just to collect the 5th dragon coin. There we go. Don't like using moderation tools too often, but I feel like that was a worthwhile situation. I've spent enough time on this level, and this is literally the end. Yeah, I think the mullet came into my my knowledge when I saw the intro or the trailer for the movie Joe Dirt. I've never actually seen the movie. I understand that Joe Dirt is some sort of janitor and he goes on some sort of epic road trip, but that's all I got out of that movie, I think, out of the trailer. But more importantly, they play Burning for You in it, and that's why I know about it. Be more interesting as a water level? I don't know about that. Like, water levels frequently have problems with pacing just because they're so slow. But... And I'm not a huge fan of really slow levels. But this is not meant to be a very, like, ridiculously challenging hack. Like, this is supposed to be sort of a standard, normal hack. It answers kind of those questions of, like, what would Mario World be if there was a Mario World... a normal Mario World 2. Like, Mario Galaxy 2, right? Mario Galaxy 2 exists. And it's basically more Mario Galaxy. There's some new twists and turns, but it's basically more Mario Galaxy. And some standard normal hacks kind of come across in the sense of, like, we just want more Mario World. And that's what this one is. It's a more Mario World. And sometimes that's all you need. It doesn't need to have a lot of fancy gimmicks. It doesn't need a lot of custom sprites. It doesn't need a lot of weird blocks. Just solid, more Mario World. It's a good way to go. See also a bunch of Gamma V hacks if you want a similar experience. Galaxy 2 is a good game. I played both of them last year. One of those, I really, like, I guess since my Wii is, I went and jailbroke my Wii U, I guess I can actually now, like... Can I spin jump on this? Nope! Since I jailbroke my Wii U, I suppose I could actually try out, like, Mario Galaxy hacks and stuff. Just gotta figure it out. How you actually do that. There's a secret here. There has to be. Hey, look, I was right. This level have a secret exit? I wasn't expecting that. Galaxy 2 is awesome with that Lubba. Also the weird dinosaur guy, I guess. I like Patrick in it. Don't like I don't like Galaxy 2 compared to Galaxy 1. Yeah, fair. Perfectly okay opinion. I had fun with both. Galaxy 1 is definitely a masterpiece. Galaxy 2 is also really good. I would say Galaxy 2 has a few, like... I'd say the pacing in Galaxy 2 is a lot different, and in some ways not quite as fun. Because you don't have as big and wide of worlds in Galaxy 2. They made a lot of smaller worlds, but that's also a reasonable choice. Hack needs a name. How about Super Mario World more? I'll let him know. Well, that's a thing that happened. I don't know why that happened, but I guess I'll put a marker down because it happened. How you doing, Max? I guess it's Ray Mario time. What's up, Faro? How you doing? Super Mario World. Now, the thing about it is you pick these shitposty names. You never know if they'll actually be a hack that already has that name. That's how I got in trouble with newer Super Mario Bros. Or newer Super Mario Bros. Which is apparently an existing hack for new Super Mario Bros. The more you know. Okay, getting by. Alright. Could be better, I imagine, but still good to hear. Let's not get hit by the torch that teleports you underground. Hey, there. Very high power-up density right here. Okay, I got all the power-ups, or I got everything here. Not like anyone has a copyright on names. Eh? Oh, it's one of these levels. Okay. Everything makes sense now. That's why they give you... This is why the creator of the hack gave you so many damn capes, is because you have to use a cape to beat the level. I chose a poor way of doing this. Well, again, it was a copyright on name, so it doesn't really matter much in the grand scale of things. Yes and no. I mean, no one has a copyright names, but like, there's a certain level of don't be a dickness. So like, as Max's shitposty suggestion is, naming your hack Grand Poo World 4 might be a little bit mean. And there was an issue with that, and in the recent past, where some people might have made a hack styled after another person's hack, using the same base ROM as that hack, and there was some problems, some social issues. So, Nightmare Cafe 5, yep, something like that. Something like that. You were there, it was a shitfest. Oh, was that actually the name? I knew it was Nightmare Cafe something. But yeah, Lush was not a fan. So, Sleep Paralysis Diner, yeah. And Louis was a contributor to Nightmare Cafe 5 / Sleep Paralysis Diner, so I do remember that. Tried to rename it, but yeah, Lush wasn't having it. Base ROM issues, but yeah. I think I still have a copy of it somewhere. I downloaded it because of, you know, it was there. I had to download it, at least give it a shot. And I'm like, no, this is not for me. Alright, let's do the other path now. Yeah, it's on SMWDB. It's true, that was before Xandro stopped updating his site. I've had to use the other one now. I forget what it's called. Whenever I need to link someone to another thing. The smwc.world, which... Oh good, it's still up. You know, when I see a Yoshi sign like that, I guess I expected just to walk me forward, but okay, whatever. No. Bad flame. How many cafe or host hacks? I think he's up to like 14 or something. Like, Lush just made a bunch of them. There was one period of time... In fact, I can tell you right now, there was a rule added for moderation purposes. You can no longer have more than 2 hacks under moderation, and it's completely Lush's fault. Like, he made updates to like 8 of them all at once, and the moderation staff was like, we don't want that happening ever again. So, that's why you can only have 2 at once now. What's up, HeroSoft? Any variation on existing Nintendo games fair game, no matter... Yeah, no, Nintendo can definitely wreck our days regardless of what, you know, what we do and say. We delete our ROMs after 24 hours. It doesn't matter. They can definitely ruin our day, but they don't seem to be interested in doing so at this point in time. Even as they take down, like, random GitHub repos. So I have to assume that someone at Nintendo knows about SMW Central and ROM hacks, but doesn't care enough to bother. Be careful up ahead. There are giant lava bubbles floating around. They're really hot. Ouch! But, wait. But wait, you can jump on them. Okay. Cool. I can jump on them. Oh! Lava bubbles, I get it. I was thinking Potobos, and I'm like, I don't want to spin jump on Potobos in a standard normal hack. Kaizo hacks, yes. Standard hacks, no. Oh, they definitely know. I have a theory that the P-Balloon power-up in Mario Maker 2 was directly inspired by Super Fart World. I can't prove it, but I believe it to be true. Was there a midway? I think there was a midway. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter now. Naro's one in not safe for work now. I don't know what that means. Heard Lush and not liking things. Oh, we're talking about Nightmare Cafe. That's not what you meant? Oh, sorry, I probably should read that a little bit slower. Yeah, fair. Oh yeah, Super Fart World, yeah. I forgot who made that. It's been too long. It has been way too long. I remember, like, some people talking about wanting to run it for GDQ, and it's like, I like the game, but I don't want to be dealing with farts. The particular... just the theme is kind of puerile and juvenile. Add to the fact that, like, Aerobam included a Fart World homage in Ultra Kaizo world is kind of funny. And some people didn't want to speedrun that game for similar reasons. I see. Okay, this is what this was about. I was very close to the end. This is fine, too. Well, I was thinking it had to do something to do with Mario World, and I was like, that can't be what it is, but now it is. It totally is what it is. 40. Even though he did it for Desi, it's true. But there's just something about having that many butts farting that just off-puts people for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. Alright, well, so that's how that works. This is just a secret save level. Or not. I don't like those giant fireballs. Intriguing. You found a spring thing! Awesome! Now you can bounce really high whenever you want. Use it to find some secrets to bang your head. Oh, it's one of these secrets. Oh, lovely. Well, You know, I really expected that to actually load a different level. You're gonna promise me that kind of thing and then not deliver. Isn't there a goatee in that? Or Ultra Kaizo World? I imagine not. Super Fart World? It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. I legitimately do not know either way. Having beaten neither of them. Just remember a time on, like, Slashdot where you'd frequently see an ASCII version of that in the comments section if you perused it at, you know, 0 or -1. Or -2 if you were really brave. Yeah, brave's not quite the right word. Silly might be the right word. But oh, Slashdot. You know, maybe I should try to keep up with that thing. Probably important. Hey, look, it's important. Indecision kills. Need help, you beat things all the time. I'm good. I'm good. Timing. Yeah, I had fun watching ROM Hack Races today. I was like, oh man, when was the last time I actually played a ROM Hack Races level? And it was a surprisingly long time ago. Because, like, everything I do gets automatically cut up and put on YouTube. At least in an unedited form before I go and mess with it. And so I still have, like, all of those sitting around. And last time was apparently, like, in January. I think it was shortly after I had finished up doing BLDC judging, because there was, like, 8 left to go, and they took all of, like, a minute to beat. It turned out. Like, I apparently had front-loaded the difficulty of BLDC. Last Mystery Monday, that's a better question. No, it wasn't Last Mystery Monday. I did a ROM Hack Races race a while ago. Just when, I guess, actually, no, it's probably been like a year. I have not ROM Hack Raced this year. Last time I played a ROM Hack Races level is in, like, it was late at night, and I wasn't sure what else I wanted to do, and I didn't have anything else prepared, and I'm like, well, this is a thing I could do. So I just went and played a ROM Hack, some random ROM Hack Races levels. And by random, I mean I picked them out of the fairly easy bucket. But yeah, last one I think I played was either Yopi's or... I think after that there was a double header of SMB2 ones. And so... I have done this wrong in 2 different ways. So I played both of those, and that was fun. As well as an intermission of, like, a small amount of Doki Doki Panic and a small amount of regular Super Mario Bros. 2. Because they play surprisingly different. You can't run in Doki Doki. But you can run in Super Mario Bros. 2, and that really does make a lot of difference, surprisingly. Still would like to do a Mystery Monday. Still, I'd love to have Mystery Monday come back. It was a lot of fun. I imagine if I, like, took point on it and basically said, look, I would handle a lot of the... Oh, nuts. Details, it might get revived. Because, like, one of the big problems was selecting hacks. And the other problem was being available at, like, 5 p.m. on Monday, which used to be a big problem for me, but we stopped doing releases at 5 p.m. on Monday, so it became a lot easier. Never understood what people meant with a double or triple header. I mean, I always assumed, well, I believe it comes from baseball, but don't quote me on that. Basically, when you're going to have, like, 2 baseball games in a row, I believe it's a double header, but legit, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't actually know. But part of the problem is, like, it's well documented what I've played in terms of normal standard stuff, and so, like, people could get an edge by looking at my moderation list. Which is not the end of the world, I suppose. That's one I don't get to do much. The check on top of the thwomp to make sure the thwomp itself is not going to cause problems. It's a good one to check. Wait, no. I'm about to die here. I don't need to waste my cape on that. Alright, all 5 dragon coins, midway, we're good. Double feature. It's used in F1 too. Huh. Double feature is like 2 movies. I think double header has to do with baseball. There's a surprising number of weird American terms that come from baseball. But again, I'm not entirely certain. Double feature is definitely a movie, though. I've never actually been to a double feature. Like, I've never gone and watched 2 movies in a row in that way. I had a cape. That was weird. Maybe a marker. Maybe. Double header, a train pulled by 2 locomotives. Wow, I am wrong. This does make a lot more sense, though, in terms of it being an actual usable term. A sporting event where 2 are playing in succession at the same venue, typically between players or teams. Okay, so, like, there are multiple definitions. Oh, you can't spin jump on those. Interesting. Do you believe you've heard it in baseball? Like, that's where I know it from. How you doing, Mangort? We were talking about the ROM Hack Races SMB2 doubleheader. If there's another SMB2 race, I am definitely going to have to do it. I am so bad at Potobos. And thinking about Mario 2. Like, I really do want to do more Mario 2 stuff. It's been on my list. I initially started Subcon, I want to say in, like, 2019? Maybe early 2020? Because that was it. I borrowed Fiskbit's NES early 2020. And EverDrive, and I later got my own EverDrive, so now I don't have to worry about that. SMB2J race, that could be fun. But yeah, I haven't done anything with that. I want to beat Return to Subcon before Return to Subcon 2 comes out, and I really hope that GlitchCat calls it Return to Subcon instead of Return to Subcon 2, because that's a way better name. In fact, for those streams, I just kept appending return to the front of it. I think by the 3rd one, it was, you know, the 3rd or 4th one, there were too many returns. The only other stream whose name I've had that is egregiously that long is when I tried to concatenate all of the Kingdom of Crow, all of the various Crows games, names, all together. Return to Sub... Oh, that's actually really good. I like that. I might suggest that one to GlitchCat. I will definitely credit... need to just stand on the block. Give you credit for it. There is no reason to be failing this one jump that badly. Just gotta relax. Relax. Go to it. See? None of these jumps are difficult. I just needed to relax. But yeah, Mario 2 is an interesting game, and hacks of it are interesting. There's not too many hacks, though. Return to Subcon is probably the most obvious one that I'm aware of. I know GlitchCat made another one. There... Eh? What? I'm very suspicious of all of this. I know Glitchcat made a second one, which was more of like a glitch showcase or glitch puzzle thing, where you had to like figure out exactly how to escape weird situations that he had figured out that could happen in a specific... This is the same level, but backwards. This is literally the same level, but backwards. Why? Okay, now it's not. You know what? Fine. Fine, you can hit me now, but you know what? I'm gonna hit in the tube and you can't stop me. The coin did give it away. I just wasn't expecting there to be... Oh. No, please, give me a reset. I didn't even realize what I was doing. It's not even that hard of a coin maze. Oh, fine. I'll go beat the boss. Maybe. It's kind of lava-y. This is still a not very dangerous boost. I'm gonna wait him out. Still a little annoyed that I didn't notice what was going on with that. Still 3? Still 3. Okay, so clearly there's some sort of secret exit there because there's a key. And that is interesting. Carriage return to Subcon. Curlift to Subcon. Okay, I guess volcanoes do not have fresh air. Mario feels like he just smoked a bunch of cigs. But hey, it looks like there's a ladder leading out of here. Leading out the top. Let's see where our heroes end up. Reminds me of a Mystery Hunt puzzle back in the day. Returning to the return of Subcon. I really wish I could find that ridiculous title I came up with. It was like, Return to the Valley of the Kingdom of the Last Crusade of... It was just like a giant mess. No, actually, maybe I can find it. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, there we go. Return to the Kingdom of the Caverns of the Dungeon of the Temple of the Final Crusade of the Castle of WTF. Yeah, stick mice in my head and get them back out with a hammer. I forget how the rest goes. Might as well name a hack like that. Maybe. I was considering that if I ever made... If I made something, I think right now what I would make would be a ROM hack races level. And I would name it Designed by Committee. And I'm not going to explain why. But that would totally be the name. Because if I explained why it's that way, it would ruin the surprise. But I still would need to spend a non-trivial amount of time actually, programming things and getting good at designing levels for that to actually work. Probably shouldn't have spun jumped there. Would you make a Kaizo level? I don't know. I think the answer is it wouldn't exactly be Kaizo. It probably would fit into like the standard jump difficulty rating. But I'm not exactly certain what it would look like. The idea I have in mind and what it would actually be and what might result are kind of weirdly different. Possibly. It's never quite gotten beyond the idle, oh, this would be a cool idea phase. But that's totally what it would be. Does RHRs, yes, it does, every once in a while. For one, we're talking about the Super Mario Bros. 2 levels. But there's been a couple of standard levels. I want to say at least... Actually, maybe there's only been one. For, like, Halloween 2 years ago, there was a level by Yopi. Yopin Gamer. A Gambler. Yeah. His name looks too much like the word gamer, and that's a problem. Yopin Gambler. German fella. But he had a level that was not Kaizo, and I participated in that particular race. And there might have been one or two others, but I believe that was the only one that I can think of. The funny bit about that... Oh, crap. I need to test if this door works. Yep, same boost. Yeah, you open Gambler. Would love to make something non-Kaizo. It would be cool. But he made a cool level for Halloween a couple years ago, and we raced that. And the interaction I remember most distinctly was, we're using the jump difficulty scale. And so I asked, so, since we're using the jump difficulty scale, like, do you have some levels so I can calibrate the difficulty of this compared to some other jump levels I've beaten? And Louis responded with, the difficulty level that level had been set to was less than, what was it, something Stronghold. Depraved Stronghold, which was the thing that convinced me to actually do the race. Because I really didn't want to do a level that was as long as Depraved Stronghold. You know what? I might be able to cheese this with a cape. Because, like, the problem is I need to get up there. There is space to fly. I could creatively spin fly through this, but let's try the coin thing first. Yeah, that was pretty easy, since I knew what I needed to do, and it was pretty obvious in retrospect. Scale 1 to 5 E to A, yes. I believe that's the case. Gambler is Low German, used in a similar vein to what you call someone president. I believe that he said it was something like that, but I have to double check my notes. Would love for your level to end up on Stronghold's level of hard, just thanks to level length. Warp Star. Where's the Warp Star go? I guess I haven't even tried the Warp Star I had earlier. Oh, intriguing! There's individual star levels. I don't want to do it right now, but I guess that means I probably need to go back to the other castle and look for a secret exit. Source, trust me, bro. Okay. I can do that. So did I find the secret in the other castle? I want to say I did. Just quick check over here, because, like, I thought... Yeah, I did find it. Okay, so there's a secret in this castle that I didn't find. I also haven't taken the left path, which I probably should at least... No, I should look at that after I go up the tube. Level like the new things to get familiar with. They're usually reasons why your levels end up harder than others. Fair. Yeah, I don't remember... Like, there were some of Yopi's levels in Jump that I felt were difficult, but mostly due to length. I think he was also to blame for All the Way from New Jersey, which was definitely one of my low points in Jump. Me and Snyder spent hours trying to get past that level, and it was not good for either of us. And part of the problem is, like, in the rest of Jump, you can more or less walk around your problems. There's other ways to go around. Not that level. If you're doing any percent, or a reasonable percent, and not simply warping around the world map, you absolutely have to beat that level. There is no way around it. I don't know why I did that. Dark level with low ceilings. Yep. Difficult due to crimes committed to eyes. Yeah, it's close enough to the truth. My plan to enter the door was not very good. It also kind of lags on real hardware a little bit, just because the disco light is not very well optimized, from what I understand. And we were playing on Snyder's flashcard at the time, just to make it a little bit, you know, more interesting. Flashcards being relatively new at the time, at least for SNES. Even a non-Kaizo Pat manages to get Kaizo trolled. It happens to the best of us. Okay, here's my theory. I remember seeing something that looked very secret-y. I think I can get in there. I was having problems doing so. I think the cape was making it worse. Because it made it where I could just, instead of where I could just hold, to where I need to re-grab. It's gonna get hit. Like, the cape's making it harder. Yeah, like, that was way easier without a cape. This looks new. Boy, do I love going down when the camera is so far down. Old hack, I can't complain too much. Just reminds me of Sweet Dude's Climb the Tower, which has that infamous falling level, which is probably my least favorite level in that. That hack is actually a lot of fun. The falling level is surprisingly difficult because of the camera. You can only see so much of what's going on ahead of you. Disco Light is code worst, the worst sprite in the whole game. It's so insanely unoptimized. Fair. Execution every 4 frames, so it doesn't split the update for 4 frames. Interesting. Wasn't aware of that. Alright, well... let's see where this takes me. Got good music, at least. Nope. 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 So many pipes, so little time. Yeah, I kind of wonder if the Spotlight was very a late addition, because it only exists in one level, and there's not too many things in SMW that exist exactly in one level. Like, pretty much everything is used more than once, at least is my understanding. Oh, you know what? That's something I should check for. Make sure I can get out of pipes. Or out of the pipe maze here. You thought of it. Okay. Ninja Mechacorp Torpedo Ted. Okay, fine. You win this round, Max. But two of those exist in the same level, too. Your Dignity, that's not in the same level? Trying to figure out if that's a secret or not. Oh, hello. You know, I was looking at this, I'm like, how do I do this? And I'm like, wait, no, I can just jump in the water. This isn't a Kaizo trick. You just have to be in the water. It's not going to murder you to be in the water with Muncher. Mildly annoying, but it's not going to kill you. Good, I got a 1-up. Bad, I didn't swim well enough. I'm good on those. I really don't need those coins. Your Dignity only appears in one level? Yeah, the mechas are more understanding. The Ninja I'm kind of sad about. Like, Ninja are a good sprite, as hack creators definitely have shown over the years. I am not a fan of these gigantic fireballs. Hey. No. I get the feeling that taking that pipe makes it so you skip about half the level. Ninjas are absent for credits, even in Mario 2 Advance, which added the magic oops the credits. How odd. Room 3 also has them. That is also true. I do like Room 3. Room 3 is my room of choice. And Magic Koopa not being in the credits is weird, more I think about it. Masters of Stealth. Don't know if I go that far. Where did I even find the pipe that I ended up going down? I'm gonna need to mark it and look at it. You know, it's probably that one with the coins on top of it. Oh, okay, it put me over here, and I went backwards and saw it was really boring. So, I'm good on that front. I can take the pipe again. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do it forward once, really quick, and then I'll set lives to a higher number if I don't get a life quickly. I didn't check all of these pipes. Okay, pipe checked. Pipe checked. I believe that's where I came out. Cool. Now to go back to the beginning again. Oh, It's your anniversary. You're supposed to let me know. Apparently. So now, you know. Now I know. How you doing, Calrossi? Thank you for 29 months. It is a ridiculous number of months. So many people have ridiculous number of months now. And I've never gotten a better mushroom beyond the jazz shroom, and maybe I never will. I will see my cat shroom guy at some point in the vaguely near future. There's a chance of getting more of them. Fireball's the same hitbox as vanilla, just like Reznar's. Oh yeah, those gonna have weird big fireballs. Added way later on. It's possible. I still maintain the theory that, like, the original Bowser fight, like, I feel like they could have done a lot more colors given that it's Mode 7, and they kind of restricted themselves like an NES-style palette. It's weird. Get the feeling they had to change their plan with Bowser, I guess. Alright, trying to figure out why your program's not operating as intended. That is a standard problem. Nothing quite like throwing a Koopa a shell and having it get him down. Alright. Can I do this without dying? Yes, yes I can. The months Nintendo was during chat hacks. The most months was Nintendo during chat hacks. That is true. That is true. Bizarre, but true. They detected piracy. PHP. I'm not gonna say there's your problem, but that might be your problem. Just saying. But also apologies for making fun of PHP and your usage of it. It happens to the best of us. And I actually kind of like PHP in like the dumb way of it works. You can quickly make things and it actually works without so much overhead. Like a quick PHP form application, you know, throw your lamp at it, works so much better than all the other alternatives that have been given to us over the years. As bizarre as that sounds. Like, Flask is nice, but, like, it's a pain to set up. You gotta get all your routes figured out. I don't know, middleware. Nope, PHP, go burr, and you're just happy about it. It's nice. One of those, something the internet is missing nowadays, things. Didn't see that coming. Happy that I see where the key is, though. I need to go through this loop a couple times, I think. I saw another bit. There we go. JavaScript. Audience laughter. Exactly. Absolutely exactly. Like, adding JavaScript to your things just often made them clunkier. And then there's React. For when you don't want your app to work correctly most of the time, and don't even care about people running things without JavaScript. Stay away. They did use weird tech palettes in a weird way later in Link to the Past. Like the Barry SMW natively uses the latter half of the graphics palette. Link to the Past, all of the sprites do that with the exception of Link sprite. Oh, that's interesting. You shout on PHP, you need to shout on something else too? Possibly. Either make the file size smaller to the video game weirdness, very possibly that too. Just some file processing you need to do for like 6 times a year and you're only the person who needs to do it and it was there. Yep, that's fair. Let's not talk about JavaScript. I'll use serverless microservices. Oh, thank you, Fries. How you doing? Serverless microservices. It sounds so innocuous when you say... What a waste of my time. Totally talk about JavaScript. I don't like Java... Oh, there's no midway. Did I not hit the... I thought I hit a midway. Alright, well, that is a thing that happened. I'm a wait. Anyone know what happens with this code? Specific code? It's kind of hard for me to read code while I'm... Array, join, what, -1? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna guess it prints na Batman. I'm just gonna guess that, because that's usually the right answer for these sorts of JavaScript puzzlers. Also can't think of that without the, thinking of the whose line is it anyway bit, where they're holding a fake press conference, and Colin Mockery doesn't know who he is, but does know he's in, in the press conference, and all the other guys know exactly what's going on. And it's Batman is coming out of the closet. He's like, are you gonna rub it in someone's face? Like go na. I might. I just might. What was the point of going down there? Like, that was a place to hide a coin. But, no, maybe the coins are just over here. Okay, and there's the keyhole. Ask JavaScript. Let me give you a hint. What -1 is, of course, not a number, so it spits back NA. And so 16. Join 16 of those into an array. Which probably means I wasn't far off with my guess. And there is our coinage. And I need to check all of these pipes, because I didn't do it earlier. But at least I know where the... I know where the keyhole is, I don't know where the key is, in retrospect. It does in fact give na. Okay, so I wasn't that far off. JavaScript sure is a language. There were interesting ideas, and the fact it's even called JavaScript was something of a really silly coincidence. Because everyone was kind of on the Java bandwagon at one point. Well, a lot of people were on the Java bandwagon at one point, not everybody. But JavaScript was initially a small hack. And there were, like, ideas to let your various, like, have different runtimes your browser would support. And really, the only two that really existed were VBScript and JavaScript, which is unfortunate because they're both kind of terrible. VBScript is even weirder. JScript, I guess, also exists, and JScript's even a weirder version of JavaScript with VB-like semantics for certain things. Like assignment to a function call to set a variable, or to set a dictionary variable. Which is, I still think, a really bad design, but they did it anyway. Why is the nan cut? Possible you might have forgotten it. Yeah, I think that there's... the ends are probably on both sides. I doubt that it's working that way. So I still need a key. My guess is if I go down the pipe, I get a key. And I believe it's here. Oh, next one's the keyhole one. Good, I can't get stuck here, because I gotta find the key now. My guess is I was probably supposed to find the key in this area here, but somehow I missed it. It feels right. Just feels right. Now, unfortunately, I've despawned some things, so I don't know if it is correct. But there was another football dude down here, and he's gone now. Yeah, I thought there should be a key here. Where would the key be? It doesn't keep scrolling, so I don't think going underneath the level is going to work. I think everyone was working more onomatopoeic than completely correct semantics. Oh, also, that puts me out over here. No, so no, that's probably not where I can find a key. There's you know what? I bet it's between another set of pipes. There's another good old Boltru. I'm really high up here. No, I don't... I don't like that. It was a bad time to jump. Nope, nothing over there. Okay, so... there's a key somewhere here that I can acquire and use. Not sure where yet, but it's somewhere. That was a long time ago. I feel like my OLDC judging was almost 2 years ago now. Alright, so where would I hide a key in this kind of level? So I really just want to go back and do the other level next. I'm still not certain what the purpose of that one weird diversion was. It just didn't really do me much. Much good, I guess, probably should finish that sentence. Kind of wondering if there's something obvious I missed earlier. The level does not give me a cape, so either I'd have to come in with a cape or a spring. Though it did encourage me to use springs. Also possible I missed another pipe that does something, because there's a lot of pipes in this level. Will I play the SMB3 ones? I think so. Don't see any reason why I wouldn't. At least I'll give them the old college try, depending on how many there are and all that. But it could be fun. And SMB3 levels have to be a bit smaller than than normal Super Mario World levels, depending upon what rules they set. Just because, like, you can't... like, they're going to set restrictions on sub-levels, and I think just in general, like, Mario 3 levels have to be a lot fewer screens in width. Like, I don't actually know exactly how far it goes, but I'm certain it isn't 1F screens in length, based upon what I've seen in various Mario 3 levels. Like, my guess would be, like, the airships might be as long as they can get. That strikes me as fewer than 1F screens. Could be wrong. Don't actually know. Oh, man. Where the hell is this? I tried that one? Where can I find a key? Yeah, that's where I'll do that. I'll probably just do that as like one big lump video as opposed to like many small videos, depending on how long it is. But like Mario 3 levels can be very deviously tricky, but I don't think they want like Kaizo entries. So it's doubtful they'll be that hard. At least most of them. There's always the possibility of something that takes me 2 hours due to, like, choking at the last second 5 times in a row. But it's hard to say at this point. I don't even know what the rule set's gonna be yet. Like, what does it want me to do? What is that cluing me right there? There's 2 coins. Like, I feel like it's giving me a hint. Every level is 6-5. Is 6-5 like the auto-scroller? 6 is Ice... 6 is Ice World. What is... Yeah, I don't know what 6-5 is off the top of my head. The level is so effing tall. I don't wonder if there's like a symmetry thing going on here. Chucks, you are not helping. Like, maybe there's a key over here? I like all the various different pipe colors, though. It's kind of pleasant. Yeah, I think it's just death down there. Secret pipe entrance on the coin? That's a very Mario Maker thing to do, but I guess it's worth a shot. This predates Mario Maker, so it's less likely. Okay, it was in this well. Just kind of assumed that there would be something nearby to here. Actually, screen scroll left. No, okay. And then down here, just find the P-switch. Like, I know where there is a P-switch, it just doesn't help me. It moves me to the end of the level, weirdly. In a flat area, that didn't help. If there was... Oh, I'd need a P-switch for that, right. With the P-switch... Yeah, I see what you mean, I see what you mean. But getting a P-switch out of here, I don't think is something I can do. At least not with the way this is... Oh, there isn't a second football, dude. There's only one. Possible that there was a secret pipe hidden over there. But yeah, I don't know if I can get a piece. There's no other P-switch that I'm aware of, such I can get it out of this level, or get it out of like the intermediate part of the level. Like, the only way I can get that P-switch out of there is if, I don't know, I did something silly. Like, I could turn on the P-switch timer myself, which would kind of defeat the purpose. Like, my gut instinct is there's something earlier in the level where you find the key, and then you bring it forward. Having to go backwards there is really irritating. Maybe going down one of those spots? Maybe. But, like, I feel like it being here wouldn't be remiss. You may be able to hit the switch so it falls into the pit before disappearing, and then you can respawn it. Fair. That seems unlikely to be required in this hack, but that is an option. Oh, Rosalina. That works. We are in Star World, it is true. Okay. My other thought is, maybe I do need to bring in a cape and fly upwards. Alright, in the interest of not wasting too much time, more time, try this really quick. I'll go back to Fire Flower in a second. Just wanted to check to see if there's anything on that line. Which, you know, if we were supposed to do something silly with that, it was no longer working. Alright. Or wait. It's 3. I always forget my numbers. Yeah, I still just don't know where the key is. Moderately well hidden or something. Four? No. I know what happens when you 4. I don't need any 4. Nope. Gotta get them all. There we go. U4, yeah, I was even thinking about that. There was a arc of Sluggy Freelance called U4 City about a sort of civilization that had been drugged into submission, amongst other things. Sluggy Freelance is a complicated narrative. Dear Lord, is it complicated. Alright, I don't know what to do with this. I think I need to abandon Star World till I know what to do with it, honestly. Chemical bliss, living conditions be like, yep. I mean, it was one of those things that was a consequence of dimension jumping and inventing the dimension jumper device. Like, Sluggy Freelance is probably one of the webcomics that has gone most off the deep end from its initial conception, which was just like a silly comic. And that's saying something given that I gave up reading it about, what, 13 years ago? And it's still going, and I have no idea where it's going. I think it was supposed to end last year. I don't know if they actually bothered. Yeah, we're gonna see if that pipe lived somewhere in World 4, because I think it did. But yeah, it might be fun to, like, do a reread if I had, like, a couple weeks of time where I wanted to do that, but I don't. And I'd have to read Oceans Unmoving again, and I don't want to read Oceans Unmoving. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah, we're up. Haha, okay, look. This place looks alright so far, but wait! Is that an airship we see over there? Okay, cool. My brilliant plan was not quite as brilliant as advertised. See, the thing is, I know I can't drop that on this thing, even if I wanted to, because it's a sprite. What am I going to use this spring for? Again. You have to bring these with you when you get them. Mandatory. I think Sluggy Freelance actually might be the longest running continuous webcomic now. Maybe Keenan and Kel. Kevin and Kel might still have it beat, but I don't think it's had quite the same schedule as Sluggy has, which has been consistent daily for God knows how long. I think it started in, what, like 98? 99? Be careful with those clouds. What may look like a solid wall or a ceiling is just fog that you can pass through. Lovely. Okay, that's solid. Interesting. Still blame the P-switch? Fair. Fair. I mean, at this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to come back to that. I don't have a better option. Like, I could spend a while banging my head against it, but I'm not making any meaningful progress. Guess I just don't need to bring the Switch... bring this with me. There's so many springs for the taking. Do-do. Remember any other, like, really good arcs from Sluggy? One that reminded me an awful lot of the first Phantasmagoria game, where, like, some evil magician makes some sort of, like, soul trap that is a house. And there were some weird implications with that. Interesting one, though. The thing about Sluggy Freelance is it kind of like... What? Oscillated between completely farcical and trying to be serious, which is not a great way to do that kind of thing. Not a terrible way. Average Skyrim playthrough? Maybe. I mean, this came out before Skyrim. That's how old it is. That didn't sound right. Skyrim was what, like... Oh, man. How many years ago was Skyrim come out? 2007? 2009? Yeah, like I said, I have no idea. It's been too long. Still be in the Xbox era, not Xbox One era. I'm still gonna go with like 2009, 2008, or something like that. 2011? Oh man, I'm wrong. Super placeholder world. How you doing, Zucati? This takes me... Oh, we're doing this. What a humongous waste of time that was. Speaking of time... 2011. Dang, that is later than I thought. I didn't bring a spring. Don't want to go back down. We did it. We did it! Yeah, yeah, we did it. Okay. I think there was a midway. I'm not entirely certain, but I think there was. And let's walk up a bit and check. It'll be easier than killing and going back around. Alright. There is no sequel to that level. Or there's not a second exit. What? I messed it up. Apparently, if you go and knock that from the side, it doesn't actually make a vine. I don't know why that happened. It was weird. No, I don't think there was actually a midway in this level. So I guess we're done here. Cool. Not complaining. Ropes and dreams. Oh boy. Everybody loves ropes. And of course, Yoshi's Island backgrounds are always fantastic. Right as that jump was about to happen. Good timing, though. Take a moment. Relax. What's up, Blue Ribbon? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. What were we up to? How was the stream? We're currently moderating This Hack Needs a Name. People have suggested a few other names, but I don't think they're going to change it at this point. It's been This Hack Needs a Name for a good number of years. It's still pleasant. If you wanted more Super Mario World, this is a good hack to deliver more Super Mario World, more or less. What's in the box? Remember what I said about the walls of clouds not being solid? You don't? Man, you gotta work on your memory. Did he say something about that? I guess he did. My plan was to check the pipe, but that didn't work. I'm moderating this hack, which seems a little bit silly since, like, it's been on SMW Central. Not being solid, I see what you mean there. Something to be said for classic vanilla-ish hacks. Yo, indeed. As far as I know, there's no fancy chocolate in this. It's mostly vanilla with, you know, graphics and sound. How many times it's been moderated? Recently? This would be the second one recently. I want to say it's been moderated at least 3 times before I got my hands on it. How you doing, Shevda? It was more or less a, hey, they showed up back in the queue. Yeah, I can do this. This will be fun. I played this, like, way back in the day once, as part of a chat hack stream, but never really actually played it seriously. And so I didn't really know much about it beyond what I saw with chat hacks, which is not a great way to experience a hack. Because levels will be played out of order, things will be weird. It's how it goes. Okay, found the midway. There's 1 in this level. Gotta keep that in mind, gotta work on that memory. You know, for being called Ropes and Dreams, I was really expecting a lot more of, like, the ropes you hold on to than ropes you walk on. Did a multi-world archipelago with Jesus Juice and Cat Dev Games, and then wrapped up with a semi-cursed Z1 rando. Oh, nice! What was the archipelago? What games were on the archipelago? I'm gonna guess Jesus Juice did Z1, or not Z1, Z3 would be my guess, but I might be wrong. Archipelago supports a lot of games now, and we're all looking forward to getting support for Super Mario RPG at some point in the vaguely near future. And this is fine. I need to die for midway testing. Oh, Fuzzies, you gotta help me out here. Did Ocarina of Time, and they both did Z3. Okay, that does make a lot of sense. Good choices all around. Except I don't know much about Ocarina of Time, honestly, but... I've only played 1 Zelda to completion, and that was... I played 2 Zeldas to completion. I forgot. I've beaten Z2. And Link to the Past. Those are the 2 Zeldas I've played to completion. The other ones I've played for very relatively short periods of time, except the Game Boy one with the fish. I played a non-trivial amount of the Game Boy one with the fish. Gave them both a lot of time sitting there. Oh, this is so Mario Maker. This game hack was made before Mario Maker, so I can't really begrudge him, but it's the kind of thing you expect. How many more layers? Nope, just that many layers. Yes, we're doing this. Well, I've kept the tag. Yes, we're still doing this. I forgot what I actually had it for. Might have been when I was playing the Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe, and I just haven't gotten rid of it since then. Go for 50? I've been going for 50. I haven't hit it yet. Ocarina of Time is a lot of fun, but a lot of side quest stuff, so the logic's a lot looser. Okay. That is a nice feature when you're not, like, blocked incessantly by waiting for other people. Know what that song was from? Kirby. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know either. Hey, listen. There we go. There's your Ocarina of Time. A spin jump is slightly shorter than a regular jump. Maybe it was Wind Waker, but I remember a streamer being very excited about getting the tingle timer set up or something. That was another one of those annoying characters, like weird side characters in one of the Zelda games. And when he finally discovered what it was, he was so disappointed. He was like, I really thought this would make a really cool stream, but no, it's just kind of silly. Tingle Tuner, thank you. There's no way I was going to remember exactly what that was called. But yeah, Monotone Tim was very excited about the Tingle Tuner when he did a stream on that like a million years ago. Right. Love to think next time he wants to do Link to the Past, you'll pick Z1. Also fair. All doing Ocarina of Time. I kind of feel like that makes it a lot fairer. Realized that on my list of request things, because I was looking at it today, because I think I'll be finishing up Final Fantasy II on Wednesday. I can't prove it, but I'm fairly certain the next thing I have to do is the final dungeon. Unless Desi is, you know, messing with me. Which is also possible. So I'm looking at what's next in the list, and I have a much further down the list is a archipelago with SMB or with SMW and other things. You need to stop doing that. Archipelago's really cool, but doesn't have too much cross-game balancing logic. Yeah, I mean, part of the problem is some games are very shallow. As a key example, because it's really obvious and really easy, it would be like the Minesweeper thing. It's not terribly deep. And in fact, the video I put on of me playing Archipelago against myself, like I was doing the idle thing for it, Minesweeper and Mario 64. And bizarrely enough, the most watched part of that video is me flailing around in Minesweeper. More you know. Can't explain that one. But really wish I'd gotten the draft. Oh wait, that just put me backwards a bit. Odd. I lost my train of thought. Archipelago, gonna have to do one of those again in the future. Probably will invite more people. And basically be like, I'm gonna do this. I'll be done when it's finished. You guys can be done when you're finished and I'll be good. Yeah, backwards sub-level. That's another thing you wouldn't see in too many, like, modern hacks, just because it feels a bit silly, unless there's a really good reason to make you go backwards. I do love that sprite spawner. Oh, generators. Will wonders never cease. So many generators. Well, bright side, I've beaten the level. Downside, I have to beat it again. A rarity, but a good one. They did do it in vanilla, it's true. You did have the sprite spawner in Vanilla Dome, what, like 5, 4, 5, 6? I forget exactly where. But it's in Vanilla Dome somewhere. I'm just not a fan because I've suffered an awful lot of random sprite spawners. Remember there was one hack I moderated where quite literally the last level used every single type of sprite spawner, including the boo ceiling. Massive amounts of lag. Absolutely ridiculous amounts of lag in that level. Here's my question. Why did they tell me about the spin jump? It's kind of irrelevant when you're in a level full of music blocks. Again? Oh, it's different. I feel like I'm doing the notes in Mario RPG. Alright. See if we can make it. Mario Maker 3 is gonna have boost ceilings. Oh, no, that was way off. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. Now, Mario Maker 3 will steal even more from ROM hacks than Mario Maker 2 did. I still think that the P-Balloon power-up in that game was inspired by Super Fart World. Like, ultimately, I think Nintendo was like, that's such a good idea, we're just gonna steal it. In the unlikely event they make it. I think they might. Like, Nintendo's curve on updates has been weird to me, because I feel like they could do, like, Smash Ultimate forever if they wanted to. But they don't seem to want to. It's like, each thing gets a couple updates, maybe some DLC, maybe. Which is weird. And kind of disappointing. Like, I'm still kind of wanting more Mario Odyssey. And they never delivered on that for some reason. Like, I would take a lot more Mario Odyssey, but instead they were like, nah, we're just not gonna do that. Let's get myself back up here. See what I saw. Yeah, that hack with all of the spawners in the final level also had a level with clouds that had massive problems with collision. Oh, so it feels so forever ago. That was like one of my first... That was like my third moderation or something. Interesting. Alright, well, that is the thing that happened. And that's... Ow. Thought I was safe there. I wasn't safe there. What if the saving Odyssey? Brain power for a sequel like Galaxy? Odyssey is a hard word to spell. I'm not going to begrudge you misspelling it, because I certainly can't spell it consistently. It's a very Greek word. I blame Homer. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but it feels like it's been so long. Like, I end up looking it up, like, Odyssey came out, what, like, 17? I forgot what the other Dragon Coin was. Like, it really feels like it's been past the time you would expect for it to have come out. Given when Galaxy 2 came out. Like, I wonder if they're literally just like, now we're not going to do another one until we, like, do Switch 2.0 or something. Donut. Had some doubles, yep. I feel like I've already... Eh? Well, that's a mistake I don't see too often these days. It happens. It's only a visual problem, though. It happens if you get a Dragon Coin as you're scrolling on. It's not a big deal. I thought I had 2 Dragon Coins at this point. Should have come on small. Or should have ducked onto it. It's got 3D World on Switch. That's true. Probably one of those things I should play. Because I don't think I've ever played 3D World to completion. I think I own it for Wii, or Wii U, I think. I've got a couple other, like, Wii U games that I bought that I never got around to playing. Like, Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. Which, by all accounts, seems like it'd be just a fun game. Like, I really enjoyed the Captain Toad stuff in 3D World or Land or whatever. Like, they were a nice little bonus thing. Even if it was, like, a weird demo. Okay, so... I think I still walked past the first Dragon Coin. Made a really bad choice there. Well, that kind of worked. What am I looking at? There's ground here. Only a fuzzy that was supposed to spawn, but I'm not really all that angry about it not spawning right now. It's almost weird. Hit the shell, maybe come back. There we go, there's the sprite that needs to be here. Sprite management is hard. I don't really begrudge people for getting it wrong sometimes. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about it. Maybe that was the... Nope, never mind. There wasn't one at the beginning. Now imagine if we got Galaxy, SM64, and Sunshine on Switch. Oh man, that'd be ridiculous. Got a 100% file in 3D World on Wii U. 100% that game requires beating every single level with all 5 characters. Oh my. That's a lot. Like a really lot to do. Alright, midway, find the remaining Dragon Coin, because somehow I've just waltzed past it. Dragon? Oh, there it is. Boy, I could have saved a lot of time there. Still taking pot shots at Nintendo for their greed. You know, Nintendo is as Nintendo does. They're an old company. They're going to do the things that they do the way they want to. Not necessarily ideal, but it's what they're going to do. At least they leave us alone and let us make our ROM hacks. It could be worse. That back in there. One of these days, I'll stop using software mixing, and I won't have to have an earbud in to hear my text-to-speech. One day. Okay, get the Dragon Coin. Mom bought that collection for some reason, didn't ask for it. Or anything, and she hadn't played it herself. I mean, it just seems like a decent collection. Like, I've had fun playing, like, collected games before. Like, I played the hell out of that Mega Man collection for... I have wasted my time. There was a Mega Man collection for PS2 that I got from my little brother, and we enjoyed playing it a lot. You know what? Actually, I need to just beat the level. I think I can just fly over it, and that's all I want to do here, because I need to come back and get the Dragon Coin. Yes, no comment about that. As Rosalina flies through the void. I don't ever beat levels like that while moderating, because flying through levels is really boring and uninteresting. Like, that's always a solution, but I don't like it, so I don't do it. Unless I need to, like, rapidly get back to a spot in a level or something. Just feel it's cheesy and unfun. I wouldn't really get to see the interesting parts of the levels and truly experience the game if you just fly over it. Doesn't mean I don't do other cheeky things, but still. I don't know why I did that. Just chill. There we go. Adequate chillage. It's funny, I haven't actually bought that, mostly because I can play the other games that I want to on the current systems I have. Like, I've got a Wii U, I've owned Galaxy and Galaxy 2. If I wanted to play Sunshine again, and that's a big if, I could now play it on the modded Wii U, or I could go and acquire, or go borrow a GameCube from Squiggles, if need be. But I don't want to play Sunshine again. Like, Sunshine is an interesting game, but I really don't appreciate the fact that you have to beat every single mission. I mean, sure, you can do the watermelon skip and skip the very first shine if you really want to. Like, there's a couple minor options. Oh, I did this wrong. Okay. Close enough. We're just needing Dragon Coins. This is fine. Oh, it's a saw, not a fuzzy. That's fine, too. But yeah, they're just... Oh, not again! Stupid clouds. Not what I want to do with Sunshine. I do like watching Sunshine Bingo, though. They recently finished up a big bingo tournament in the Sunshine community, which was kind of cool to watch. I caught a decent number of those games. Big fan of that. Like, Sunshine Bingo just makes sense because the game has such a weird graph. In fact, I would be surprised if, like, the Archipelago... Like, I would say the Archipelago people should... Someone who likes Archipelago probably should make a Archipelago thing for Sunshine, if possible. Because I suspect it would actually be pretty good. But, that being said, I would prefer never to play it again. I beat it. I didn't complete it, but I beat it. I'm okay with that. Not to mention, like, the 100 coin shines. Just needlessly and bizarrely sadistic. Because you really don't get that many opportunities to get coins in some of the levels, in sub-levels. That was one of those things that happened a lot in Sunshine Bingos, was like, they would go and try to get the 100 coin star in... Oh, what's the hotel level named? Serena? I think it's Serena. And, like, they would do that on the very first mission, and you could only miss, like, one coin. You have to spend your entire time, like, spraying the entire area, checking for coins everywhere, just in case. And if one of them despawns, or you can't find the one coin you're looking for, you're just going to be spraying the entire level, because there's only, like, 103 coins in that mission. So, the more you know. Or possibly don't. Alright, got all 5 dragon coins. I'm good on this front now. But a number of bingos, I think, were decided perhaps by the intelligence or lack thereof of that move. But what is interesting is you can enter that particular level very early, because you don't actually need Yoshi to eat the watermelon on top of the pipe to get into that level. You just need to enter the pipe. That's the only requirement. And it turns out you can clip through using a piece of fruit, usually like a banana or something. Really a bunch of bananas, but the game has a lot of fruit. It's quite fruitful. Doodle-doo-doo. Definitely getting the Mario 3 vibes here. It's the wood grain, really. It's the era of wood grain. Don't need that. Hey, there we go. Okay, nothing of interest there. Self-inflicted auto-scroller. One of those things that makes moderating... Oh, no, come on, jump! A bit trickier. I think I might have missed the boat by getting that. I don't see the boat. I'm gonna die. I may as well die with a lamer power-up. What if any good Sunshine hacks? It's kind of thing with like those later game system things. It's a lot harder to make ROM hacks for, and for people to use them unless they're playing like a Dolphin. I'm also not really sure where I go to find hacks of, like, say, Galaxy. SMW Central makes it easy for Super Mario World. ROMhacking.com, which is a really irritating name, given ROMhacking.net, makes it really easy for most other... or for Mario 64. ROMhacking.net tends to be sort of an aggregate of an awful lot of other things, but doesn't collect everything. And is usually at the whim of whether or not the creator of a hack wants to submit it to ROMhacking.net. So, it's kind of hard to know exactly where all of them are. And it seems like an awful lot of patches are now just distributed on Discord, which is disappointing because Discord is very impermanent. Use websites. What they're there for. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of your projects if your project is on a website. Probably something up there I probably should have investigated. Nah, no, that was just a dead end. Oh wait, this level has 2 exits. I probably should keep an eye out for that. Oh no! You no! Oh, if... Oh. I feel a lot luckier suddenly. Well, I got the secret exit. Got that going for me. Well, I don't have it yet. The key being a far distance away from the keyhole seems to be a gimmick for this. This hack. I've re-entered the mainstream level. And got all 5 dragon coins. I guess this has actually gone pretty well. Maybe I'll be going through the normal exit, because I might need to backtrack to find the keyhole. Yep, normal exit time. Alright, that was not how I expected any of that to play out. But I'm definitely going to have to go through and do it the same way, because I definitely need the key. It'd be a shame if someone reset. No, it's bound to happen sometime. But we got all the dragon coins. I mean, if it does reset, all I have to do is beat the level again. It's not a big deal at this point. I've gone and done all the other important checks. Assuming this doesn't have a midway, which we may or may not have skipped over. That was a really dumb way to lose a power-up. You know, I'm kind of surprised no one's actually gone and reset the computer while I was playing Dark Forces last time. I'm rather grateful, admittedly, but I'm still surprised. Oh, let's just chill for a moment. Just relax. Get some blocks. Enjoy the auto-scrollerness of the auto-scrollery. Auto-scrollery. Yeah, I don't care enough about the 1-up to try and race this. And in fact, I think in general you're just gonna lose. Not a good effort. Not a good way to go. So let's see what's over here for oh, there's the keyhole. You gotta come all the way back is what I just learned. I got lucky. Wait, no, I need to go over the top. Okay, cool. Because I need to pick this thing back up in a bit. Okay, that just goes down. That's just a waste of time. I think I can pick this thing back up and still get the key, but I might be wrong. And in fact, I am wrong. Okay. This may take some more thinking than I was expecting. Okay, so what I think I need to do is use the P-switch to break open those 2 areas and then get back on the platform. See, how am I doing? I haven't checked in a while. Number of exits. I'm trying to look at, but it's not working. 39, okay, that's not a lot. This might take a while. It's not a bad thing. Really, I spent like 30 minutes trying to find that one friggin' key. And I still don't know where it is. I also suspect there's a secret exit in the pipe level, but I can't prove it yet. Okay, so here we are. I need to get way ahead of this. I don't think it despawns. Oh, no, not this level. Not this part yet. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. Okay, I definitely need this. I'm gonna break that just in case I get unembiggened. I need to cut through this. I need to cut through that. But then I need to get back? Oh, I guess I could just go around. Oh, I hit this block. Okay, I see. I don't need the P-switch. The P-switch is a complete red herring. Absolute friggin' red herring. Because I can go backwards regardless, I think. I'm not sure a maze combined with an auto-scroller is one of the better ideas anyone's ever had. I guess effectively an auto-scroller. But we'll see. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Oh, no! Yes. That's what I get for looking away for half a second. Okay. Get back over here. In fact, I guess it wouldn't even matter because I'd still have the... It wouldn't matter if you're big or not. You still have the key. Key probably breaks these blocks. No, the P-switch isn't a red herring. I needed to get access... Okay, it's not a complete red herring, but I didn't need to do all the fancy stuff I was trying to do. You have to use it to beat the level normally. Or get to the switch normally. That's what I was missing. Up, look down. Always fun playing with the screen. Slowly, do 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 do. Ignore the useless object. Saw a real cool troll level that Juz was playing today, or a while ago. He published it today on YouTube, where you continuously get the wrong power-up and it keeps telling you you need a different one. It was really cute. The first time I've been to this part of the level. Very creative troll level. And I don't know how they managed to pull it off. Like, it seems like a bunch of trickery to get different items of different type in the same little box. But Mario Maker 2 is truly a mystery wrapped in enigma, wrapped in something else. Chocolate pot, perhaps. Okay, got the secret. Oh, cool. Stratosphere. It's one of these levels. Whatever, got my cloud. Yeah. Too cheesy. Even for me. I wonder who discovered this weird Layer 2 scrolling nonsense. I know some people are big fans of it. Does make me wonder, though. Alright. That was Stratosphere. Invasion. Of what? Is the... Oh, airship. Airship invasion. Guess we'll take that for the time being. Not a huge fan of this flame blocks, or sprites, or whatever's going on here with the flames. They might be EX animated or something. I've made a mistake. One that was painful to remedy, but one that has been remedied. I was gonna drop down, but I realized he was about to explode. Okay. Oh, nope, not okay. Oh, man. I got started later than I wanted to. I've realized. I ran into a problem with my hack script that I had difficulty figuring out the problem with, but I solved it eventually. It wasn't a big deal. It was mostly a bookkeeping thing. Something I'll probably need to disable soon. when I'm not playing this hack. See, that's what you're supposed to do. That's also not what you're supposed to do. Okay. Well, at least I didn't die to that thing again. Yet. Yeah, not a fan of the flame blocks. It's one of those types of airship levels. Oh, whatever, it worked out. Was very much expecting to not be able to actually go there. Okay, well, this worked, kind of. More torpedo Teds. Okay. Very generous with power-ups, at least. Very, very generous. See, it's one of those classic airship things to do. Just have the... Oh, 40, I was close. Have something beyond the scroll. I was vaguely tempted to try to ride the torpedo Ted out into the void, but I really don't want to sit through another auto-scroller. I was also expecting Boom Boom, but, I mean, this hack probably doesn't have Boom Boom in it. You just kind of get to a point where you just expect a Boom Boom boss everywhere. Bonk. Cloudy Castle. What to expect from this? Oh. Are they melting crayons in this thing? In this lava or something? Why does it look so pretty? For reals, though. Don't fall in it. For reals. Okay. We have these launchy things. Watch a Katoon play a hack with these. He was not terribly pleased with them, to say the least. Especially because the level he was playing had a boss fight. Basically a, 100 rooms of enemy style. Once the number of sprites in the room drops to 0, you can proceed fight, and it was just made irritating by those blocks. But I think there might have been a worse version of this. Maybe. Though given the timeline, he's mostly playing like really old Kaizo stuff now. It might have actually been a similar block. Just Pepto-Bismol. Dissolved milkshake. It's always milkshake. No Pepto-Bismol. I think I've ever had it. It's one of those things. Oh, Magikoopa, you're the one. You make levels so unfun. Planned to jump there, it just didn't work. Magikoopa, I'm not terribly fond of you. Played Ernie's Big Splash for a few minutes yesterday, so got that a little bit still on the brain. Published by the same company as the Mega Man game for DOS, but not developed by the same company. So the more you know. Though in this case, you really don't need to know much. Ernie's Big Splash is basically a not terribly interesting version of the Incredible Machine, where you really can't fail it because it's designed for preschoolers. Hope this is an Eldad cloud, because I might be in trouble otherwise. Actually, what was that? Was it Pepto-Bismol in the... I guess it was the Food Kingdom. The Dinner Kingdom, or whatever it was called. They messed with the soup. No. 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 All the ways to fail it. Shallow jump followed by clipping yourself into a wall. That's a vanilla Cloud behavior. It happens more than I like to admit. It's not a very difficult level, though, and not terribly long, so it won't take too long to get back and do that again. Luncheon Kingdom, thank you. Dinner Kingdom would be Hotel Mario. I don't remember getting into the Dinner Kingdom in Hotel Mario, but I also didn't get that far into Hotel Mario. The CDI decided I was done playing Hotel Mario when that happened. I really couldn't argue with it. I wasn't too unhappy with this decision. Also, subsequent CDI streams were a lot less painful because of the fact that I realized I could put the CDI on a chair and the IR sensor would reach a lot more easily. Alright, Boos, what do you got for me? The challenge here... Oh, wait. Okay. The challenge here is finding something to hit him with? Alright, there's something over here. That's a goofy-looking Boos. Oh, my block evaporated. I understand now. Feeling right-side oriented for this level. Does remind me of my favorite Boos of all time. The one that ends, what was the name of that hack? Oh man, I don't remember anymore. There was this dude who submitted a hack in the Kaizo section that literally just consisted of, like, a penis drawn out of blocks with a gold orb on top, and you had to do a silly jump. Say goodbye. I just did. Unfortunately for me, when did it last save? Before the auto-scroller twice. If that had been a minute later, that would have been less unpleasant. At least I don't gotta go back and get all the dragon coins. Could be a lot worse. The worst part is I think I was gonna be done after that castle, and now I gotta go do all this again. Anyway, he made a hack that just consisted of that, and then later submitted a different hack that was almost okay. I pointed out to him, like, you fix these 3 things, I'll accept it. Then he did, and I did. It was a bit on the short side, but the final boss of the whole thing was a Boo that looked like Shrek and yelled, "What are you doing in my swamp?" when he went to the level. It was cute. It was cute. I might turn that off for this hack, just because it takes a long time to get back. Your stream buffered? So you missed it? You had good timing. I was like 30 seconds away from having a save file. It was further in the game. I'll do the secret exit first. Doesn't really matter which I do first. I have to play the whole level over again either way. Got you, and I didn't even see it. Yep. God damn it. Oh, that's not even the right level. Might have missed an N. It happens. Oh no, it means I gotta do 2 auto-scrollers. No, 3! See, even Mario doesn't want to be in it anymore. Aw, man. Saw the boo, but didn't see how many hits. That was 2, and I was just about to hit him with the 3rd. Like, quite literally, I was about a minute away from having a save file that counted all of this stuff. Especially the long and tedious auto-scroller levels that make up most of this world. Didn't really mind the castle. But I do mind doing this one again. And the airship's probably fine, too. Mostly because, like, this kind of violates one of the more useful design rules in SMW, which is don't make your players have to play the entire level over again to get the secret exit. The difference between the normal exit and secret exit in this is, like, 30 Mario seconds, and it's mostly standing around and waiting. 12-second delay. Ah, okay. It's the other side of the world problem. Did not get the bull true. At least I just have to beat the levels again. It's not a big deal. And honestly, if it annoyed me enough, I would just go and use the orb button. I have one of those. Right, this is not where I need to fall off. This. This. Wait around. Wait around again. Like, it just takes 2 real-time minutes to beat. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to wait. Do, 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 do. Because your internet died, and then Twitch wanted to show you ads. Yep. After refreshing, I saw the boo and quickly reset. Of course. Well, on the bright side, at least this part's almost done. It's a shame that the other, like, bonus areas don't have saves. I don't think you have to beat this. I don't think it does anything. It's mostly just here. Shows off the weird Layer 2 thing. Certainly happened before Grand Poo World did, at least. Or Grand Poo World 2 did this particular gimmick as well. Really would love to know what the first hack did it, but you did indeed get it. I would love to know what hack did it first. I don't know. It's a level between here and there. It must have been very unmemorable. Ugh. You know, I might have jumped the gun there. What if I can just fly over this level? Let's find out! Well, first I need to clear the runaway. And then we can test out my theory. No. No, you cannot just fly over the level. Or can you? And look at that. I'm just gonna run all the way to the end, and I think if I'm lucky, it'll work. If I'm not, I'll just be up here and be feeling very stupid. Depends upon the height, I suppose. In fact, it looks almost as if this was intended. And in fact, it looks like it was. Oh, that was better. Took a lot less time. Oh, there is only one level. I thought there was a level between here and the auto-scroller, but I guess not. And there's nothing I can do about this. I just have to suffer through it again. But I don't have to get the dragon coins. And there's no midway. And it's not that long. It's a matter of waiting. Nice thing about auto-scrollers is you get to find out exactly how long they are. So I'm going to get a dragon coin anyway, because there's nothing else to do on screen. Ain't going to get fooled again by that thing. Let the bomb explode? No, I don't need to let the bomb explode. Duck jumping. It's like a superpower. Kind of. Boink. Kind of cool when you can do like the Mario 3 airships without like touching the ground. I got decent enough at doing that in the first airship in Mario 3. But I don't remember if I actually was that good or I just thought I was that good back in the day. What's up, Olin Vintage? How you doing? We're repeating an auto-scroller because we love auto-scrollers. Why are there some goalposts and horizontal levels you can go over, and some you can't? I honestly don't know. That is a good question. I do not know the answer to it, unfortunately. I would have thought it's because they're different types of object, but maybe it has to do with the type of level you're in. But I really don't know. 40. I still just want to hit the majestic 50 just once. Just friggin' weird. Yeah. I mean, it's possible what happens sometimes. I said, no, I don't think that's how it happens. I was thinking it might have to do with, like, I don't know, collision, how things work. But I think that the gold tape always forces itself to spawn regardless of height. So I think I'm going to go back to my theory of it being dependent upon the level type. Gold tape extends, gold post extends, or the tape, yeah. Good, started randomizer of Breath of the Wild yesterday, gonna play more. Oh, fun. Hope that's enjoyable. But yeah, there's certainly levels we can fly over the gold tape, though, even in the OG version. Like, what, Forest Secret 2? The one level with the auto-scroll platform that we just spent a while becoming very familiar with. Or the... Oh, just go right through it. Go above the top of the level, not the screen, the level. Then your position is considered below for some reason and it works. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense, actually. If you consider the draw level to be starting to draw, if you assume the upper left-hand corner is position 0, 0, then your position would have to be negative if you're not counting, if you're counting where Mario is, like the center of Mario, not where his feet are. So yeah, that makes sense that it would go highly negative, and then you wouldn't be above it, and then the check would fail. Upper left is 0, 0. That's how you can tell that a programmer made that. Vertical camera is automatically prone to this. Locked camera near the top would also, yep. Programmers always start upper left 0, 0. But mathematicians start lower left 0, 0. Other people choose other weird coordinate systems, and I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, probably because of the camera lock. Or other things. But really just the level's not tall enough for that to happen. Please don't... Yeah, okay, good. Always nervous about those. Music blocks next to walls are scary things. As Mario imitates a salmon. Delicious, delicious salmon. You can only fly a certain number of tiles over the camera. Interesting. Didn't know that. Bonk. Yep. If it's at the very bottom. Okay. Hooray! I have a save. I was right about my initial assumption there. So, because it feels like it's kind of inspired by the tower level, that part at least, the like weird little intermission there, is inspired by the tower level in Mario 3, the only level you can enter multiple times. There is an interesting secret in that level, where if you have a P-wing, you can go over the wall in that area with all the coin, or all the blocks, and there's a few randomly placed blocks that have 1-ups in them. There is no reason to do this, because you're trading a P-switch or P-wing for, like, 4 1-ups. But it's there, and it's interesting. So, the more you know. Yeah, if I'd gotten that earlier, your reset wouldn't have been nearly as painful. I don't know if I got there with a cape. I think I immediately took damage, though. There's a cape here. I might have immediately... Oh, I immediately lost the cape by, like, walking through the Magic Koopa, so I wouldn't have gotten it anyway. But it hasn't taken that long to get back. It's only taken 15 minutes. I take it back. It did take that long. Still not the most painful reset I think I've ever endured, but I didn't decide to go back on that one. On that one, I just said, "Mess to this." I'm turning on cheats and walked right through it. It was one of the last VLDC levels I had to beat for VLDC 13. And the first half was just a gigantic slog of boo rings. So many concentric boo rings. Like, boo rings, you just take forever to move. Okay. Midway already checked. This is recoverable, but not easily recoverable, I think. Actually, no, I think this isn't... wait. There we go. Easily recoverable. You wouldn't have known, it's true. It's true. Oh, it's a very tough boost either. The boost is very much defined by its arena, and this is basically an arena of nothing. I wanted to land on one of those blocks and see what happened, but when the level ends. Wouldn't mind if you cheated, in your opinion, is always play the games you want to play. I mean, for moderation's sake, I generally don't want to cheat unless I want to check something really quick. It didn't take too long. It's not the end of the world. And I needed to get the Dragon Coins anyway. I would have had to go through the entire thing again. Just would have gotten to skip 2 auto-scrollers. And I got to skip at least the 3rd auto-scroller, so I got that going for me. Nice going, Mario. You better say sorry to that hill. Anyway, it seems like this journey is half over. Will our blue box friend escape from his prison? Find out in episode 5. Coming soon. Alright, well, let's take a look at what's beyond. I don't want to touch Star World again until I figure out where that dang thing is. Snowball fight. I have to look at this. Ow. Whoa there, man! It's really slippery here. And those Chucks want to get revenge on you with snowballs? Do you really think they're bad? I mean, I do. I think snowballs are a scary projectile in this game. You never know what they're going to do. I'm going to assume they're just reskinned baseballs, though, so I'm not going to touch them. Until I accidentally run into one, in which case I'll get hit by a baseball. Just how it is. Just some cute reskinning. Oh wow, one of these. Roulette block. Was it worth it? I don't think it was. Killing Wigglers can be worth it, though. So I want to check that pipe. come on. Up there. Not that one. Must be this one. I think I found the secret exit. I bet if I come back here... If I do the loop lap again... Oh. That I will spawn a cape. And then I can fly up there, which is really obvious the more I look at it. Nope, not a cape. Taking hints from the new Super Mario Bros. World of Design. School of Design, which means you have to find your own power-ups and bring them into the level yourself. But I know where it is. Or I could use that, I guess. That's also an option. I could just use this spring here that's pretty conveniently placed. Really quick. Yep, thought so. Let's see. About... Nope. Okay, good. Rob me of enough momentum to make this not work. Alright, what's up here? Oh, just a gold hit. Ah, 28. Jumped too early. Well. It goes backwards. You know, I didn't see that coming. Okay, CYAN switch. That's a good place to do some... Oh, it's an auto-scroller. Who makes an Switch Palace as an auto-scroller? It's just weird. I mean, I guess it's fine. I mean, it's weird to me. Ah, dang, I didn't get the jump. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine in the spirit of things. Do. A bit like Coin Heaven? Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the thing about Switch Palaces, they're always a little bit silly. They're not really levels. They're just kind of levels. Dang it, no yump. I think I'm, yeah, 1 for 4, I think. A shame. I assure you, a shame. Alright. Oh. I think with that, I will have to call it